Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be looking at analysing products that do around £1,000 per month and comparing them to products that do around £10,000 in revenue per month. And this can be a really interesting video so you can see what is the difference between someone that is making basically nothing to someone that is actually making a good income from selling on Amazon. So if you're interested in this sort of content, make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on. Let's get into that video straight away. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about, just very briefly, I want to kind of drop something in there. I have something incredibly new and interesting and crazy coming very soon. So what I want you guys to do is to keep an eye on the YouTube uploads, make sure you're on my email list, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I have something that is completely game-changing that is hopefully coming out. I don't know when it's going to be, probably not in the next month, or probably in the next 2 to 3 months, but I'm going to start releasing content and showing you guys what the hell I'm doing. But I don't want to tell you just yet because it's wicked. But I want to take you through basically some training today when we're going to be looking at my screen. Oh, I need to record my screen. Let's get that done straight away. Start recording. Okay, we're recording. We can see the screen. So today we're going to be looking at analyzing different products in terms of why some products do well and why some products do badly. Pictures are the biggest reason as to someone buys your product, okay? It's just like if you're walking down the high street, your local high street, just picture it right now, and on the left-hand side, let's say it's a shop that you want to go into. It's a hairdresser's. I love using hairdressers because everyone gets their hair cut. Well, most people get their hair cut. So you're on both sides of the street. On the left, you have a hairdresser, okay? On the right, you have a hairdresser, a barber, hairdresser, whatever you want to call it. And one of them, the window looks all pretty, all nice, all awesome, inviting, people inside are happy. And then on the right-hand side is dark, dingy, horrible, like it just doesn't look very inviting. Which one are you going to walk in? Okay, you're probably going to walk into the first one because it looks better, right? We make our decisions on what we're going to buy, what we're going to do. We don't make them based off logic. We make them based off of emotions and our primal instincts when we actually look at something and think, oh my God, okay, I'm going to go do that one, right? It's subconscious. If you've ever seen someone do one of these two things, firstly, if you've seen someone or yourself scroll through Instagram, next time, just literally do it next time, pick up your phone right now, or if you'll do it later, and scroll through Instagram and see how long it takes you to understand what a photo is before you think, oh, is this worth me looking at, or am I going to swipe past it? It's split-second decisions. It's decisions that you're not even consciously making. If you've also seen someone on Tinder, you will know this as well. They're swiping like crazy. And you're like, how can you make a decision on if you're going to find love within a split second, right? So people can analyze things very quickly, subconsciously, and why wouldn't that be any different on Amazon? I do the exact same thing. Last night I was on Amazon shopping for a whole bunch of stuff that I went on a bit of a kind of binging like wine and prime spree and I bought loads of stuff because I needed it. I didn't really need it, but bought loads of stuff, and I was looking at pictures just like, okay, is this picture cool? Okay, cool, I'm going to buy it, right? Add to basket. People make the decisions very quickly. So when you're creating a product to sell on Amazon, the thing that I hate to see is people not putting time into their photos. They upload photos and they just don't make sense. They don't sell the product. They don't communicate the benefits, right? So I want to try and like drill this into you guys. So I thought I'd do this video to show you the difference between a seller that has good pictures or, okay pictures compared to a seller that has bad pictures. How does that change depending on the amount of money they make? You might think, oh, I'll only make like a little bit of a difference, £1,000, £2,000 or whatever. It makes a ginormous difference. Ginormous difference. I had a student that reached out to me the other day and they sent me their product images and stuff like that, and I said that first image is not good enough, right? They need to work on their first image because it just was not good enough. They worked on it, and as soon as they changed it, literally immediately they got a 50% increase in their click-through rate. 50% increase on their click-through rate by changing one photo. Imagine what you can change if you changed all your photos, and all your photos communicate the benefits of your product and they make people want to buy them. Okay, so we're on the computer right now. We're currently on Jungle Scout at the moment. I'm becoming a fan of Helium 10 more recently, particularly because of the keyword research tools. So Jungle Scout, don't hate me, but you got competition, okay? You got competition. So, but we are using Jungle Scout today because I feel that they do have, particularly for product research, they feel they have the best numbers, but also at the same time, they're all estimates. Quite often they do get them wrong. Pinch of salt, guys. A pinch of salt. Okay, so I did a couple of things, right? I just wanted to get 2 examples. I don't want to go on forever with this video. I went on to the products database and I did my first one in sports and outdoors and second one in health and personal care. I put in a price of £19 to £20 and like this one, minimum of £10,000 in sales for a month, okay? And the other one I put minimum of, I think it was like £999 up to £2,000, okay? So I could get kind of those 2 different areas. I found products pretty easy. I actually did end up finding a really good product. Really good product to start selling. Competitive, but does huge revenue. So I may consider that. I may consider that product. More to come with that, probably never. So the first one I found is Running Belt. You may have, if you've done product research on Amazon, you've probably seen these. Easy product, easy to private label, very light. You know, perfect FBA product as such. The only problem is that lots of people do it, okay? So I thought, okay, let's get the bestseller and let's get someone that's, you know, at the end of the first page that's not really doing that well. So I picked out the first people. No, wait, that's the second people. We're going to put the first people just here, and we've got people kind of near the bottom of the first page. Right, so first of all, let's consider the first image, all right? The first image, when I look at this, okay, personally, although they're selling a lot, like let's have a look at good old JS, they're doing at least, you know, it says 9,300, they're doing at least 10,000, they're probably doing around like 14,000 or something like that. I tend to find that Jungle Scout underestimates product sales, whereas other ones like I used, what was it called? AMZ Scout, we overestimated them horrendously. Well, that was the last time I used it, which is why I never use them again. So these guys, okay, this first image, it's personally, right, this is personally, I would say it's okay, it's not great, okay? And the reason I say it's not great is because you can obviously tell that it's kind of like CGI'd in. It's like the cards have been added in there, the phone's been added in there. What I would love to see from this seller is not only that they've presented it in high quality, but they've actually got real products in there, or they've had better mock-ups done. But it actually showcases that you can get a phone in there, you know, an iPhone like X or XR, you can get all your cards in there, you've got a headphone thing coming out, it's a little thing put around your waist or whatever. It shows the products, right? It shows you how you're going to use it. When you consider it with these guys, that just looks like a circular ring. You have no perspective on size, you have no idea if it has pockets, you don't know if it has a hole for headphones, it may well have all of these things, but you do not know, right? Because you can't see it. It's just a black ring with a logo on it. It's absolutely useless, right? And I'm sorry if this is your product. If this is your product, change it, right? I can't imagine the person is going to know or watch these videos. But if you consider when your competition is doing that and they're doing really well and it could be better than that, then don't do this, okay? Then don't do this. There's so much opportunity for this person to increase just that first image and they will make more sales, right? If they change that first image, they will make more money, guaranteed. Right? So let's go through to the next images, because these guys, they've still got 107 reviews. That's really good going, right? Really good going. But they could be doing a lot better, okay? And these guys, if we have a look at the Jungle Scout numbers, they're doing about £1,000, £2,000 a month, okay? So they're still selling some units, but they're no way near doing enough, okay? They could be doing a lot better. So we're gonna go through these next images, and what I do is when I look through images, I want to translate this so that you guys can do it as well. I'm not looking at it as a guru, okay? I'm trying to look at it as a customer to give it a split second like look and scroll through it as if I was going to buy it, and I try to think to myself, okay, what was the product? What does it come with? Would I buy it? Do I feel that I want to look at another product? Is there something I didn't quite get? So that's what I'm trying to do, right? So I'm just going to scroll through, I'm looking at these, okay, so I'm doing it very quickly, all right, perfect. Okay, so what I got from that, I didn't get a huge amount. The big problem is, I understood it was waterproof, Okay, I understood that it could fit big phone sizes. Those are the two big things that stood out to me. The thing that really didn't stand out was this image here. Okay, and the reason why I think they could improve on this image is there's a lot of stuff happening within this image, right? It would be way better if instead they maybe took this photo and moved it down here and just got rid of this one, right? This one, first of all, you can see that it's kind of just fake. If I was a seller, I would get rid of this and I would put this image at the end. And then what I would do is split these up. I would split this image up into two so that you could actually consume the information. People normally like to see things in like ones and threes. You either see one thing or three things, and 6 things is too many. It's too much to take in within a split second. So that's ways that they can improve, but at the same time, they communicate a lot of the benefits, you know, high elastic waistband, sturdy buckle, adjustable strap, headphone jack, 4 pockets, waterproof zipper. The features are there, but I just don't think they communicate in the best way possible. This is, I think, quite a good photo, just for the fact that you can glance at that, you can literally go like that, and you know exactly what they're saying. You don't need to read any of this, right? You literally don't even read that. You just see big phone, little phone, all going into here in like a little funnel. That's a really great photo because you can glance at it and you can understand it immediately. This one here, the only thing that throws me off is this picture down here, but yeah, you can see straight away. Again, you can glance at that image and you can go like that. You can look away and you can understand, okay, it's got an adjustable waistband. You can actually adjust it around your waist. Again, a good photo. It's not the prettiest photo, right? Again, this one here isn't the prettiest photo, but in terms of communicating a benefit, is very, very good, right? And that's what I call it, but I started researching something called functional design. And functional design is that to make something high converting, it doesn't necessarily have to be good looking, right? It's better to have something that converts highly than it looks pretty. So quite often things can look pretty, right? They can look good, but they don't actually communicate what you're trying to communicate. So that's why I think these two images are actually quite good and they should probably go nearer the top. What I'd like to see is them try and communicate these ones a little bit better. But all in all, it's not an awful listing. If you're competing with these guys, of course you have to up, you know, you've got to be better than them, right? You've got to be better than them. Right, whereas we look at these guys, like, it's really hard. Okay, so let's just go through. Okay, so what I'm looking at, as soon as I look at this image, okay, first of all, again, it's a black material. It's very hard to see it's very hard to see the phone in there on first glance. The thing that your eye is drawn to is the key. Your eye is drawn to the key, but what's it attached to? Like, what's this little thing here? It's really, really hard. You see a corner of a card, and from scrolling in, you can see that there's money there, but you can't really see a pocket. So the problem is here that when you look at this photo, first of all, you look at the key, and then you're like, okay, what is this? But it doesn't show the product well enough. It needs to show the product in better. They need to like reduce the contrast and actually show the pockets close up. This picture here is very, very hard to read. Okay, you have to actually inspect the picture. You have to be like, okay, so I'm a medium, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's very hard to see, which is going to stop people from buying it. This picture here, as a lifestyle photo, it's not the most awful thing I've ever seen, but then they've got another lifestyle photo, which I don't think is really needed for this sort of product. One lifestyle photo is probably going to be enough. What I would do if I were them is split up these features, go in close at them, and then showcase that it can fit a phone like the others did with the phone size, because that's the question that's going to pop up. Show the little key ring thing, show the pocket down here, and then communicate these belt size better, right? Because they don't have an adjustable strap, so they have to communicate this so people get it right, but they need to do it in a better way. So that's the reason, guys, why these guys are probably making a lot less money, is because their pictures they're just a lot harder to find out what the product is. Again, if you are watching, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll help you out with them. But yeah, they could be doing a lot better. But this is fantastic, guys. I didn't even see this. So they have brand registry, and they've done a great job to create a nice like image at the top. It doesn't have a product in it, which is a bit of a shame. This here, again, this is the second image that you'll see in the brand registry. Seems a bit pointless. It talks about the company, which is awesome. You understand what the company is about, but ultimately people aren't there to find out what the company is about. People are there to find out what the product's about. That should be one of the first products. These annotations are very, very basic, like they've been done on a Word document. But this one you can see it a little bit better. It's still not great. Okay, and then they've done this as well. So why haven't they put these images into their product up here? Maybe they have. Maybe if we pick it, no, they haven't done it. So these sorts of things needs to be up here. Just communicate a little bit better. Obviously, finesse it a little bit more, make it look nicer. Yeah, but why haven't they done that? So they're losing money just by not putting those pictures. And I've got to point this out to you guys. If I was a customer, I would look through these images and click off. I would never even scroll down to look at the brand registry stuff. You won't even see it because you've already lost interest by the pictures. The 3 seconds you look at pictures. Have these guys got brand registry? They do as well. Okay, so that's quite nice. A similar photo to they had before. That's quite nice. I do like that. That I believe should be in their first image, or in the images up here. But it's just communicated far better. So that's why these guys are making a lot more money. You can certainly compete. You've got 100 reviews. These guys got 300. You can definitely compete within those margins. But let's move on to the next one. How did you find that, guys? Did you enjoy that? Me analyzing that? Notice I didn't go look at the keywords or the titles or anything like that. I did notice that the title on this is really, really short and has like no keywords in it. And these guys do, so obviously they're doing better there. But what do you think about that, me analysing that? Do you find that interesting to hear my immediate feedback on what I think about photos? Let me know down in the old comments. Right, so this next one, I just put in health and personal care, minimum of 1,000, price between 19 and 20 pounds. And I had these things, never heard of them before. Eye supplement, don't know what an eye supplement is, who knows? Supplement for your eyes. Okay, so we're getting a seller that's doing, I think probably around 10,000. I'm up to 10,300. Probably doing a little bit more than that. Okay, so they're doing all right, which is quite nice. And their first image is the product. It's 3D rendered. They've got some people. Okay, I see who this is for. All right, cool. We got 3 benefits. Remember, people look at things in threes. Oh, we've gone for 4 this time. Now look, notice that's way easier to see than that is. Okay, I may be confusing me when I'm doing this, but I find 3s is a really great place to be. Suits with everyone, backed by science, just 1 a day, premium quality. So they're good points, but maybe they could like streamline that a bit. But I like the photos. They look quite they look medical. So if you're doing supplements or anything like that, then you kind of want to look at down the medical angle, because someone's going to like ingest this. So you want to make it look like it's trustworthy and it has authority as well. This next one here is a happy person. Not a massive fan of this photo because it's obviously not on the desk and the size is probably very different. Or it might be very different. I would want to see the product in real life on an actual desk so you can see the size of it, because I doubt it's that big. Does it know how many it comes with? 120 capsules, possibly. And of course, we've got the information on the back, which I think is required for this sort of stuff. And then they have that as well. That could probably go into 1 photo, if I'm honest. But they're not awful photos by any means. I think they're quite decent. They communicate some of the benefits. I do feel that they could have another picture down here, put the lifestyle one at the end, and then have another one dedicated to the features of the product or the benefits of the product. But doesn't matter. I think they're already doing pretty well. But they could be doing better. Could be getting more market share. Do they have brand registry? They do as well. I like that. I like this one down here. This is quite nice. Yeah, I think that's a really professional looking listing. So congrats to them. However, when we look at this one, probably 56 tablets, so not as many tablets. Like, what? So they have a picture of a box. Is it? I don't even know if this is the same product. That's the thing, guys. I don't even know if it's the same product. If it was me, I would never click on it. Vision Ace Plus. I don't know what that is. But the point is, it's just like screenshots, basically. These people, how much are they making? 1,000. I'm surprised they're making that much, to be fair. I am surprised, because you're probably buying that because you're already a customer of theirs. But you can see the difference, guys. Maybe this is a name brand. I don't know. I've never bought this stuff before. Maybe it's a name brand. But if they were to just increase and do a little bit better, just like these guys, you know, have a little bottle, you know, what you can actually receive, then they could be doing a lot better, I personally believe. But yeah, there's a little tip for you. If you go into anything that's like ingestible, always maybe look at going down the medical route and just seeing what other people in that space do and how they present their products, to give the authority and to build the trust with the audience as well. And obviously make sure you have all this in there as well. As for the rest of the listing, I can't imagine this is going to be, a bit boring. Yeah, not a lot of information. That's probably like some brand that people use that I have no idea what it is. But this one's pretty cool. They're making a good amount, and there's no reason why you can't sell similar products, right? Now, if you found that interesting, guys, please let me know down in the comments. Smash the like button on this video. And if you want me to do more of these, if you even want, like, if you're happy for me to do this, then you can send me your listing and I will record me analyzing it, and I can upload it for YouTube for everyone to see. If you really want me to, maybe you don't want me to do that, but I'm happy to do that. Of course, if you're in the Seller Pro Academy, you get this sort of feedback as part of the offer. I will go into your listing and I will rip it apart and build it back up again so it can be the best listing possible, so that you can dominate your sales, and you can really kind of try and get towards that bestseller mark as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. Images make such a huge difference, guys, such a huge difference. So make sure you pay attention to it, make sure you put time into it, and really think about it from the customer's perspective. Understand that people have very short attention spans, that they're making unconscious decisions, so that you can actually create photos that are high converting and will make you a lot of money. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.